Wake up, sleeper.
Hello Indie Game fan, this edition of Surprise Releases kicks off with Citizen Sleeper Episode Refuge, the latest free DLC to this awesome narrative RPG, one that questions capitalism and life, which is a direct continuation of the previous episode, with new characters and areas to explore, all culminating in the third episode early next year, but it's certainly worth a play right now. We also have the latest DLC to the farming action roguelite Atomicrops, which didn't work as well as I would have thought, but the dearly beloved update is essentially Halloween themed, adding all sorts of eerie and creepy new additions, including a new boss in the deer world, combining deer and devil of course, as well as new enemy camps, a new ally and plenty of new items, and even though Halloween has passed, it's still a worthy addition to the game. This video is brought to you by From Space, a good old neon top-down shooter that has to break out into its own little segment since I did not forget to include it in indie gaming this week, but the developers are kindly supporting the channel, so here it is. This is a co-op top-down shooter that has you and your friends teaming up to save Earth from invading aliens, which do have a rather minimalist design to them, being various shades of neon pink, which looks cool aesthetically, but might result in some readability issues. It's a fairly standard story setup, but the core action is fantastic, with a fun variety of weapons, character classes, abilities, and light RPG progression systems as well. There are some issues like multiplayer matchmaking, so let's see if those get patched up, and while you can play solo with bots, it's probably best with some friends, being a co-op title worth a play. The neat-looking roguelike RPG Sea Horizon also released out of early access, where you're leading a party of characters and exploring the world in search of fortune and glory. I really like the art style here, reminding me of Pirate Outlaws, but with an added hex-based exploration portion, which, admittedly, is not needed in my opinion, but does give the game a more unique look. I've had my eye on GIGABUSTER for a little while since it looked like a Mega Man Zero title to me, with slick animations and gorgeous art, but unfortunately seems to be marred by technical difficulties and has gone under the radar as a result. Glitches, crashes, and simply not working both on desktop and Steam Deck have been mentioned, but the developer has been fairly active on the Steam forums, so work is being done. If this works, I think it's worth picking up, especially if you love its inspiration. Panic Porcupine got my attention since it self-describes as a meat-like/hedge-like, of course paying tribute to Super Meat Boy and Sonic the Hedgehog, being a 2D platformer where you gotta go fast, but there are a whole bunch of spikes and buzzsaws in the way as well. It isn't exactly the prettiest game, and the more zoomed out camera does de-emphasize the pixel art, but I think that this was intentionally the case since you need to be able to see the oncoming hazards, so if you're looking for a challenge, do check this out. The roguelite action brawler Otherworld Legends made a successful transition from mobile to PC earlier this year, but they've added 2 new free playable characters in the new Naga heroines, where more variety is always welcome, with a number of additional tweaks and balance changes as well, so if you're looking for a new roguelite to try, why not give this a go. We also have the 1.0 release of the Tenants, a tycoon game where you're refurbishing and building up your rental property empire, living the dream and getting steady income while having to deal with tenants and the problems that come along with them, ranging from minor maintenance issues to the possibilities of tenants trashing the place, with some decent management systems, and has been well received. Another 1.0 release of interest is Settlement Survival, a survival city builder that has you leading your people in a desperate attempt to survive. This is somewhat realistic and is based on historical time periods, so nothing too crazy or fantastical here, but the core systems are great, which is why it's worth a play. There really have been a significant number of these in the modern, post-banished era, so let me know if you would be interested in the list of the best. One of the best boomer shooters in early access got a significant content drop in Turbo Overkill Episode 2.
Johnny Turbo in the flesh. Well, just how much of you is flesh these days? I've got a way of finding out. You call yourself a street cleaner? Let's see you clean this up.
You're playing as a half-human, half-robot, all-killing machine, returning to your hometown to free from an AI and its forces, with awesome weapons like chainsaw legs at your disposal, being all action all the time. The new Episode 2 update adds 8 whole new levels, new weapons, upgrades, music, characters, voice acting, and even a grappling hook and bullet time, together with the all-important chainsaw bike being well on its way to becoming one of the best.
We cannot outrun that thing on foot. I was hoping for something with more grunt, sir.
to enjoy watching you die. Let's see how good you are at my game, Turbo. What a disappointment. You ready to take this dance to the next level?
I cannot have you getting in my way. This ends now.
One of the best roguelike deck builders to make it out of early access is Vault of the Void, one that released in the wake of Slay the Spire and through early access has become a very polished, challenging but balanced game with a decreased reliance on RNG and an increased focus on the actual deck building, joining the ranks of the best right here.